Conor, well done. Undoubtedly the best performance of your professional career to date. Just analyse your own performance and tell us how happy you are with that.
Do you know what? I could have done more of that, you know. I've had other spars than that. So, you know, I've just been training hard, as you can tell. Every time I get better, you lot think I'm mucking about when I say I'm working hard. It's not fun and games no more. You know, I'm here for business.
Just before you joined us there, he said to Eddie Hearn, I hope you don't mind me saying, you just said, I'm disappointed I didn't get him out of there. How tough was he?
Do you know what? I hit him with a straight 1-2. I think he ran 9. I thought, this geezer's tough. You heard him wincing in there when I was hitting him to the body, but, you know, I'm not going to blow everyone out. You know, I'll wear him down. Exactly what I've done tonight.
It is a question more for your trainer, Tony Sims, but the rate of improvement, how happy are you with the improvements that you're making behind closed doors?
Well, I just beat a former world champion who went the distance with Sean Porter, and I beat him just as good. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't even come out of, you know, I've still got loads of gears left. I went through more gears with Painard. You know, so when I'm banging trouble, that's when you'll see the best of me. I was on top there, and I'm not an on-top fighter. I can fight on top, but most of these fighters, when it gets on top for them, they crumble. I fight better when I'm not on top. I was on top the whole time in there. You know, when the game really gets tough for me, that's when you'll see me, you know, at it.
Promoter Eddie Hearn, what do you make of Conor's sort of gauge of his own performance there?
I think he's a bit critical. I thought it was a great performance. I mean, don't forget he hasn't boxed for 13 months. This isn't the environment that Conor Benn thrives off. You know, I don't know what you thought. I know a lot of fighters are saying once you get in the ring, it's the same, but he's used to walking out in front of the O2 and getting himself revved up. I thought it was a great performance. Early in the fight, I thought his body work was fantastic, his jab was excellent, and later on it was a case of just trying to force the pressure and getting out there. He was a little bit reckless, but it's because he was taking chances and he could afford to do that against Formella. I don't know how he was still standing. I mean, we saw him go to full distance with Sean Porter. He's got one hell of a chin, but this was a big performance from Conor Benn, and I think it's now time to move into 2021 with some big steps up. He breezed through that stage, breezed through that test. A lot of people said that was going to be a big test for him, and he found it quite straightforward.
You know, he got all these fighters calling me out. I'm only interested in one fight.
Which one's that?
And that's Josh Kelly.
Josh Kelly.
That's the only fight.
That's a monstrous
That's the only fight I'm interested in. You can forget all these other bods, all these other people calling me out because they got loads of Instagram followers. I don't care. If it ain't benefiting me, I don't want it. The only big domestic I want is Kelly. And it's for people saying I'm scared and all that. Stop talking rubbish. Do I look like a scared fighter? Do I look like a scared fighter?
Well, his manager's up there.
His team is in the studio tonight with Adam Booth.
Well,
Have you got a direct message for Josh Kelly and Adam Booth?
Well, you know, they should have took their chance when they could because I'm on the up. You know, my stocks are going up. I ain't coming back time anytime soon. I ain't coming down anytime soon.
Well, I'll tell you now, Josh Kelly will fight David Avanesyan in January. If he gets through that test and Conor will have one more, that is an absolute blockbuster for the summer. I know Adam Booth's up there. He has no problem taking the fight.
You sure?
Well, I believe so. I believe so. I know you have no problem taking the fight.
There's definitely no calling this
Tony
when I was
Sims
a novice.
had no problem taking the fight. It's a massive domestic fight.
If I can just draw your attention to this screen here, I know how much you've said this week. You missed your family. Your dad was watching in Australia. We have got a message from him.
I didn't even come out.
That was so good, son. Oh, it's the best, mate. You're getting better and better. They're talking about Chris Jenkins. You're going past that. They're talking about Josh Kelly. You do your own thing, mate. Don't worry about them. You do your own thing, mate. Listen to the commentators. Are you ready for Chris Jenkins? He already had that opportunity. You do what you got to do, mate.
I love that, man.
Go your path, not their path. Well done, son. Proud of you.
That is a great endorsement from him, and you echo what he says there.
Yeah, I just miss my family, man. See all these fighters out there giving it all that. Listen, you know, I'll do anything to be at home. You know, all these materialistic things don't add up to me not seeing my little sister grow up or my little brother, you know, being that son at home. And people think, oh, I wasn't in a good frame of mind and all that. I just miss my family. I just miss my family. You know, and I made a big sacrifice and it's paying off, as you lot can see. When I come down here, I was raw. I was a novice. It was a fluke. It was you'd done it. You signed me off the whim. It was, you know, fun and games. It's serious now. And I missed 5 years of my life with my family and watching them all grow. My little sister's taller than me. My little sister's now a woman who's starting, you know, talking to boys. I ain't knowing none of that. I can't do nothing about it. Can't do nothing about it. Do you know what I mean?
That's a heartfelt message, and I would not want to be the boyfriend in the Benn house. I imagine coming home, there's you and your dad, and you're joking. I know you don't really want to talk about it. Will you try and get home to Australia now?
Oh, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, I'm a resident over there, so I'll go over there and see my family. I made the biggest sacrifice. It was the only sacrifice I could make. Yeah, my dad, I've had a luxurious life, a blessed life. I don't know hardship. The only sacrifice I could make was my family. and it's the sacrifice I chose to make, but it don't make it any easier. It don't make it any easier. Not half the fighters here would do what I do. And if they had what I had, they wouldn't graft as hard as I do. Tony can vouch for me. I'm the first to get there and the last to leave. I'm crushing numbers in the sprints. I'm crushing numbers in sparring. I won't be doing that if I wasn't hungry. They say that it's hard to get out of bed in silk pyjamas. I get out of bed in silk pyjamas in my heated Range Rover seats with a nice massage on the back, heated steering. I still train harder than all these fools. They won't question me.
You said it all tonight. Well done.